उसको घरों का लाभ भी मिल पाएगा।
I go over to talking about employment creation. Here, we are talking about the Campa funds, about which all of us know. We are not creating a new scheme or anything, but these Campa funds which have been lying in various states have now been given a push. 6,000 crore rupees worth projects have already come, proposals have come from states. They are getting approved in the next 10 days. What it shall do for tribals and Adivasis, it will generate employment, because this 6,000 crores proposals which have come from the various states speak of employing people, particularly the tribal and the Adivasi people, for afforestation and plantation related works, for artificial regeneration and also for assisted natural regeneration, and forest management, forest protection, forest wildlife related infrastructure development, wildlife protection and management, and so on. So this is something which the states have actively come forward with proposals which are only about 6,000 crores now, but we have understood from them many more such proposals are waited, and that shall immediately create a lot of jobs. Considering that monsoon is fast approaching, this is the time when all these Vriksharopan and other things happen, and therefore this scheme is given a special push so that the tribals and Adivasis will have some money in their hands by joining in these work. Somewhat to an extent, some states also want to extend it to semi-urban areas and utilize this fund. That is something which the central government and the environment ministry will take care of addressing it. So semi-urban and partly fringes of urban areas, if they want to use it, it's up to the states and the environment ministry. But largely, this is going to generate employment for the tribals and Adivasis, for forestry related work and forest infrastructure related work, 6,000 crore to start with.
रोजगार के और अवसर पैदा हों, और विशेष तौर पर आदिवासी इलाकों में, ट्राइबल एरियाज़ में हो, ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में हो, तो 6,000 करोड़ के कैंपा फंड्स का सदुपयोग और रोजगार के अवसर पैदा करने के लिए किया जाएगा, जिसमें वृक्षारोपण हो, वनीकरण हो। इस तरह से उस योजनाओं का लाभ आप अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में उठा सकते हैं, विशेष तौर पर ट्राइबल एरियाज़ में, आदिवासी क्षेत्रों में, और इसके अलावा चाहे शहरी अर्ध शहरी क्षेत्र हो, ग्रामीण क्षेत्र हो, यहाँ पर भी आप इन योजनाओं को ला सकते हैं।
The last two for today relate to farmers. We are providing a 30,000 crore, actually a 30,000 crore additional emergency working capital fund through the NABARD. And this is essentially a refinance support which the NABARD gives. You may ask me if it is something which is new. NABARD does this already. Yes, it does. 90,000 crore is annually the average they spend on this. We are now putting an additional 30,000 crore. This additional 30,000 crore will be immediately released so that the post-harvest Rabi work which is going on. Rabi, almost all the states have reported the harvests are over. Many states have successfully even close to completing the procurement of produce. Has also happened in many states. But immediately post-harvest, if there are any requirements for post-harvest Rabi related work, this money will go and help the farmers, the small and the marginal farmers. This is for particularly small and marginal farmers. And not only post-harvest Rabi, but also the preparatory work for Kharif. Even for that, this will be of help. The regional rural banks and the rural cooperative banks will be the ones which will use this credit. Many of the state cooperative banks, about 33 state cooperative banks, 351 district cooperative banks, and 43 regional rural banks have also come forward to avail of this on-tap based lending. So it will be directly reaching rural India, directly reaching small and marginal farmers, and this is 30,000 crore in addition to what they normally do, which is 90,000 crore. This will benefit 3 crore farmers.
जहां पहले केंद्र सरकार ने राज्यों को फसल की खरीद के लिए पैसा दिया, जिसकी जानकारी हमने पहले दी, उसके अलावा अगर कहा जाए तो कृषि के सीज़न में किसानों ने बहुत मेहनत की और बहुत सफलता के साथ अच्छा उत्पादन भी किया और कोई नुकसान कृषि के क्षेत्र में नहीं होने दिया, ऐसा प्रयास किए गए.
பழங்குடியினர் வேலை வாய்ப்புக்கு கிட்டத்தட்ட 6000 கோடி ரூபாய் ஒதுக்கீடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளதாகவும் பழங்குடியினர் வேலையை மேம்படுத்துவதற்காக தற்பொழுது 6000 கோடி வன மற்றும் வரம்சார் பகுதிகளில் வேலைவாய்ப்பு உருவாக்க நிதி ஒதுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளதாகவும் நிதியமைச்சர் பாதுகாப்புத்துறை அமைச்சர் நிர்மலா சீதாராமன் தற்பொழுது தெரிவித்திருக்கிறார்.
और ये सारा पैसा स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, रीजनल रूरल बैंक, इनके माध्यम से राज्यों को दिया जाएगा और इसका वितरण वहां पर किया जाएगा ताकि छोटे और सीमांत किसानों को इसका लाभ मिल सके.
The last that I would want to tell you is absolutely critical because it brings a newer dimension to some of the things which have been happening. I am referring to the Kisan credit card. Nearly 2 lakh crores of concessional credit will be extended to boost the farming activities. 2.5 crore farmers will get the benefit. And this special drive will include these 2.5 crore farmers who don't have at the moment the Kisan credit card, because a rough estimate is if there were 9 crores of PM Kisan Samman award, receivers, of that about 2.5 crore farmers do not have Kisan credit card. Now we are reaching them and giving them the Kisan credit card. But more importantly, something which the Honorable Prime Minister has been referring to, he has referred to in 2-3 of his speeches, that fishermen and animal husbandry farmers also shall be included in the Kisan credit cards. And therefore, they will also be able to avail of this concessional credit boost that we are giving to the extent of 2 lakh crores. This will enable all the farmers to gain access to institutional credit at concessional rate. 2.5 crore is the farmer number that I've given you who will be covered, and in this I'm not giving a specific number, but animal husbandry and Matsyakar will all be added, fishermen will also be added.
जहां एक और कई योजनाएं पीएम किसान, जहां 6000 रुपया करोड़ों किसानों के खाते में जाता है, या सॉइल हेल्थ कार्ड हो, बाकी योजनाएं मोदी जी ने चलाई, वहीं पर अब एक 2 लाख करोड़ रुपए की सुविधा कंसेशनल क्रेडिट को बढ़ावा देते हुए ये 2.5 करोड़ जो किसान हैं उनको इसका लाभ मिलेगा. ये किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड के माध्यम से मिलेगा. एक विशेष अभियान इसके लिए चलाया जाएगा और इसके माध्यम से रियायती दर पर ऋण इनके लिए उपलब्ध होगा और लगभग, जैसा मैंने कहा कि 2.5 करोड़ किसानों को 2 लाख करोड़ रुपए की सुविधा मिलेगी. और इसमें किसानों के साथ साथ मछुआरों को, पशुपालकों को, इनको भी इसमें लाभ मिलेगा और इससे उनके आय के साधन भी बढ़ेंगे.
Today's presentation is for the second tranche is now over. I just want to highlight the fact that in these days of part of full lockdown, media, all of you all have been keen. You've been attending all our press conferences, hearing the Prime Minister. You've really been a catalyst in the stimulus giving exercise. So I thank all of you all, which the Honorable MOS did mention even at the start. We certainly look forward to having you pass all this information, disseminate this information, spread this information so that people get to know what this government is doing. So even as we are looking at COVID as an opportunity, not look at COVID as, oh my God, my economy. No, yes, there are people suffering. Yes, we notice a lot of people undergoing severe, constraints. They are walking back to their homes. Prime Minister had requested, please stay wherever you are, but nevertheless, emotions being what they are, and their concerns being what they are, we understand migrants moving, we will have to extend all benefits, and that's what we are trying to do. And therefore, in this entire COVID-related response, I thank the media for constantly keeping every concern heard both ways. From the citizen to the government, and from the government, the stimuluses and other things that we want to do to the people back. So thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We take some questions now from you. Number 14.
Ma'am, Timsi Jaipuria this side from CNBC TV18. Ma'am, two things. You said 70,000 crore rupees investment will come under the CLSS scheme for housing. Where will this money come from? Will government invest this since it's a PPP? Has government earmarked how much will they invest in next 1 year out of this 70,000 crore? And secondly, you said for the One Nation, One Ration Card, a ration card is normally given to one family and only 1 or 2 members of the family are migrants who are moving. So how will the family benefit if the 2 members are moving and 3 are, say for example, in the same native place? How will the family get a benefit under this scheme? And for street vendors, you said 5,000 crores will be given as a special credit. Will banks disseminate this credit? Will there be some parameters for bank to make a street vendor eligible for this 10,000 rupee loan, the initial working capital that you said?
On the housing, I had very clearly mentioned that it's going to be in PPP model and it's going to be on a concessionaire kind of a approach towards bringing in investment and looking at government assets which are also there, which we are willing to come in with. And we are also encouraging government institutions to build in their lands for such schemes. So it's going to be both private and public on a concessionaire kind of an approach contract that will be signed. So the 70,000 is obviously therefore going to be from both sides.
இரண்டாம் நாளாக பொருளாதார மேம்பாட்டு திட்டங்கள் பற்றி நிதியமைச்சர் நிர்மலா சீதாராமன் பேசி வருகிறார். வனம் மற்றும் வனம்சார் பகுதிகளில் வேலைவாய்ப்பை உருவாக்க நிதி தற்பொழுது ஒதுக்கீடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. முத்ரா சிசு கடன் திட்டம் கீழ் கடன் பெற்ற சிறு வணிகர்களுக்கு சலுகையாக 2% தள்ளுபடிக்காக கிட்டத்தட்ட 1,500 கோடி ரூபாய் ஒதுக்கீடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. மீன்கள் மற்றும் கால்நடை வளர்ப்போருக்கு கிசான் கிரெடிட் கார்டு மூலமாக சலுகை அளிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. தற்பொழுது நிதியமைச்சர் நிர்மலா சீதாராமன் பொருளாதார மேம்பாட்டு திட்டங்கள் குறித்து பேசி வருகிறார். தற்பொழுது இவைகளை அவர் குறிப்பிட்டு பேசி வருகிறார். இடைவேளைக்கு பிறகு செய்திகளை தொடர்ந்து பார்க்கலாம்.